Go.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright. Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Hello there. How you doing, Nutella?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty fine, I have to say. Looking forward to a really great match today.
Absolutely. I have been going through the rule set just earlier, but maybe you can give us a little more insight. I'm assuming that you have followed this competition a bit more than I did. So maybe you can bring us this competition a little bit closer, especially for those that maybe haven't heard of this before.
Yeah, of course. Like, this competition basically is like one of the first gatherings, really, of every RPG team in TM2, and something like this never was done before. So really, really cool to see such a kind of competition. But yeah, it's basically a round robin league where everyone plays everyone, and we are in week 8 right now, so only this week and another week to play. It's only gonna play on one map every match, so the matches are rather short, approximately 20 minutes, you could say. And yeah, today's map will be Claustrophobia by Hazard. This one is a really, really good map, I think, and we are also watching the two best teams in the league right now. We will play to 7 points, so those rules are like the same as in every basic tech tournament. So you, I think, will know about already. Like, the most viewers will probably know.
Yeah,
how
also
that
just
one's gonna play out.
mentioned 7 points. We have 3v3. We have yeah, only one map, as you said. So basic rules right here.
Yeah, pretty easy to follow, I guess. And yeah, as I said, those two teams are by far the best this league has to offer. So I am really looking forward to a great match. And yeah, you can really say the winner of this match will be the winner of the league overall, because both teams will only be playing another opponent next week, and both have rather easy opponents, you could say that. They are quite low in the standings, so I think this is a pretty important match, and yeah, the best match to cast in this league.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought it would be a good idea to cast this. I have been asked to cast this great matchup, so I'm really looking forward to a great match right here. We actually saw this, or a very similar matchup in the past. We had a little fun match a couple of weeks ago that I also casted, and that I'm sure most of you have also seen. It was Milkyway versus Oblivion, and we have pretty much the same lineup here again. So let's see what's gonna happen tonight. And I'm not sure when we're actually gonna start. Gonna be in the next few minutes, I think. But maybe before we start, what are your expectations? Who do you think has the better chances in this match?
Oh yeah, that is a really tough question to answer. Of course, yeah, those two are the best teams, so I think both of them have a decent shot at winning. But if I had to pick one, I probably would say that Oblivion is maybe a tiny bit better, just because they have like the faster players. I guess Narcor is a guy that probably most of you guys know already. He's driving with Team Elementary's White in the TMM as well, I think. So among guys like Spam and Mogorian, other really, really sick Polish drivers in that lineup. So he is a really known name. And also Bad Lulu, maybe one of the best time attack hunters in the RPG scene. We have to wait to see what he actually can do in rounds, of course. But yeah, just judging from raw skill, I think I'm sorry, not Elementaries, of course. Oblivion Black is gonna be favored. Yeah, I kinda yeah, just read the tag of Narco there.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, but Milkyway, they have great players to their name as well, like Tourist, Ariana, and Chaos. I think you probably heard those names before from some RPG Night Cups, for example. And they are really, really decent at RPG, of course, as well, and also are like more on the consistent side. And that could really play a role in this match. Like, this map is really, really hard to drive consistent on. And yeah, that could maybe be the decider for this match as well.
Yeah, as you said, the map is pretty short. We have the current TrackMania time of 1:18:21 by Tourist, who is also playing today, I assume. Now I don't know if that's going to be the actual world record. Maybe someone did a 117 in time attack. I have no idea. Maybe you know about the world records?
Yeah, me neither, sadly. I didn't really follow the world records.
Alright.
But, well, you have to say it's not that important what you did, what times you did in like time attack or even in rounds practice. Because, yeah, consistency is so important in this league.
So yeah, that's especially because we only play one map and only until 7 points. One mistake is going to be especially crucial. So yeah, gonna be very important to be consistent here, as you said. And we are gonna start right here with the first round. We have Milkyway Blackpink against Oblivion Black. We're gonna kick it off with the first round. We have Ariana G, Tourist, and Chaos for the blue team. And for the red team, we have Narker, Dreamlike, and Bad Lulu. And we're already kicking off the first round with Bad Lulu having made a big mistake. He already finds himself 6.4 seconds behind. So he is already out of this race right here. So one red player down, which gives Milkyway a very good opportunity. But we see Dreamlike, who doesn't make the jump upwards and will most likely even get passed by Bad Lulu. So we have a little change of positions right there in the back. At the front, it is Narker versus Ariana G. Chaos gets a very good wall bang, maintains a lot of speed, goes up to second place now. Ariana G will drop down to third, is in a fight with Tourist right now. We are crossing the 45-second mark, and it looks very decent for the blue team right now. Only Narker is in the lead for the red team, for Team Oblivion Black, so this is most likely going to be a blue point here, unless something really drastic happens. Oh, Tourist. No, who was that? Chaos with a small slowdown right there going onto the ledge, but he didn't really lose too much time, especially considering that the other two drivers are way too far back. Now, the 180 drop down. Want to maintain as much speed as possible. Going up the quarter pipe. Oh, Chaos Hand actually has to respawn, ladies and gentlemen. And he drops down to 5th place. Bad Lulu will go up to 4th. However, with these positions, it will still remain a blue point. But that was a very risky play by Chaos. Almost threw it away for Milkyway.
Yeah, that first round, like, already was a good example how important it is to drive consistent. Like Narco with the 1:19.17, that is a really sick time. He really drove out of his mind already in this first round, but the Milky Way guys with the more consistent round in the first round right here, and that gave them the first point of the match. 1-0 for Milky Way, and heading into the next round, we have Narco leading the pack again, with Milky Way following closely behind. Not that many mistakes so far. This little trickster here is actually really important, but we see all 5 players, basically, who are still in the mix, doing it pretty nicely. Who is actually in the back right there?
It's Bad Lulu again.
Yeah, it's Bad Lulu again, so he really struggles to drive consistent.
Oh!
Just as I said, and there we had another mistake by, who was it? Another Oblivion player. So this is looking good for Milky Way again. Narco in the lead, as we saw last round. This is basically a copy-paste, you have to say. But yeah, Milky Way looking decent so far. Onto the double rails right here. You really want to go safe in the case of Milky Way right there. You really have nothing to win in this map if you risk that part. And yeah, seems like this round is gonna go to Milky Way again. Let's have a look at this aerial, of course. This could shake up the standings, but have you seen Ariana? He hit the wall right in front of the finish, but he survives. Wow, actually did he? Well, I was watching Chaos because like you had a good overview watching him, but Ariana really risking it for the biscuit at the end, I guess.
But yeah, it will be another blue point. Narker showing amazing consistency and actually a really sick time right there. 1:18.3, that almost beats the TrackMania time. So Narker really seems to be on another level when it comes to speed. However, his team is kind of sandbagging right now. Both of his teammates have made consecutive mistakes in both of the previous rounds. So that is not boding well for Team Oblivion right now. We're going into round number 3. And we have a pretty close pack right now. No one has made a mistake so far. Bad Lulu has been quite a disappointment right now, with 2 big mistakes in the previous 2 rounds. Aye, that is a terrible horn right there. I don't know who that was, but that is a terrible horn. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's focus on the gameplay. We actually have a double lead for Team Oblivion. Tourist, where did he go? Actually dropped down to last place. However, not too far behind, so you can maybe still make something happen here if some other mistakes happen. But yeah, Tourist right now dropping down, and it looks like a good round for Team Oblivion right now. Actually recovering very well from the previous 2 rounds, which did not go that well. So they're actually finding themselves back and showing that they can do it. Chaos falls off the rail, which is going to be even better for Team Oblivion right now. We have Bad Lulu in the fight with Ariana G and Dreamlike just behind Tourist. Then following up, Narker has made a mistake, but he remains in front of Chaos. So looks like we have... Oh, Ariana G does not make the quarter pipe jump. He was risking it, obviously, because that was kind of the only chance for Milkyway to make something happen. This one will go in favor of the red team. The first point for Team Oblivion, which is going to give them a good motivation boost.
Yeah, I guess Ariana knew that he had basically to risk this aerial jump right there. And yeah, was risking a bit too much. Went down the drain there, but yeah, that first round really showed what Oblivion is really able to do. If they are able to really get all their players into the finish without a huge mistake, you can really expect good rounds out of them. Seems like they finally arrived in this match, so we have the score at 2-1 right now. Still in favor of Milkyway, but things could change in this round as Tourist, oh my god, he has to respawn. Really fails that little trickster right there I just talked about in the previous round, and also
another mistake.
So many mistakes in this round again. It seems like Ariana and Narco are leading, the only guys together with Bad Lulu, I think, who did not make a mistake so far. And wow, this round really went bonkers just in the first half already. Let's see how those players will approach the double rail right here. Oh, Bad Lulu really risking it, was basically in the air with his front wheels, but managed to save it, of course. Narco still in the lead, coming up to this turnaround checkpoint right here. We still have Oblivion in the lead, Narco and Bad Lulu positions 1 and 3. That would be enough to win the round, and yeah, that's the case right here. Narco 1:18.29.
Wow.
What is this time? Oh my god.
What is this guy doing? That is almost another chance at actually beating the TrackMania one time, which is held by Tourist, who actually took last right now. So yeah, plenty of things that happened in this round, and it will be the next one for Team Oblivion Black. So it's tied up again. We have a 2-2 in this matchup. We're playing until 7. So both teams, as you said before, can take it. Both teams are having the chance to take it home right here. We're going into the next round. Let's see who is gonna fail, who's gonna prevail. We're following Bad Lulu right now, who gets a pretty decent ceiling hit. However, we have 3 other drivers in front, and that is the first mistake by Chaos, who went fully into the wall on the left side. That is gonna be a massive time loss. Also, Narker dropping onto his roof has to respawn there as well. So 2 mistakes, 1 from each team, and it will be a 2v2 situation at the front with Tourist in the lead, followed by Bad Lulu, Dreamlike, and Ariana G. So this is going to be the fight we have to look out for. Water bounds, all of them get it very well, keeping a lot of speed over there. But the positions seem to be set in stone right now. Tourist has accumulated quite a big lead already, and Ariana G is trailing and lurking in the shadows right now. The next ceiling hit also kept everything stable for all of the drivers. Now the rail going to be important right here. Dreamlike dropping down a little bit, but Ariana G not able to capitalize on that right now. Still the 2v2 situation. The quarter pipe jump will be important now. The turnaround, Ariana G opting for a lot of exit speed. And we see some slightly different approaches for the quarter pipe. However, everyone makes it, and the positions will remain like that. Tourist wins the round in front of Bad Lulu, Dreamlike, and Ariana. The 5th place is going to be decisive now, and it will be Chaos that takes it, which means it will be a blue point. Milkyway, Blackpink back into the lead with 3-2.
Wow, and such a close round as well. It was basically like Chaos, yeah, not having such a big mistake as Narco did. I think Narco had to respawn at least twice. He didn't even finish the round. So, yeah, that was, yeah, the thing that made Milkyway win the round. And by the way, I think I didn't mention it before, but Dreamlike is actually AEQ. A guy that is mostly known as a TMNF RPG driver, in case you didn't know. Yeah, I was like confused at first again as well when I saw him the first time. But yeah, that guy is actually a known TMNF player, so also a really decent driver. Looking into the next round, we didn't see many mistakes so far. AQ with a smaller one, but rest of the field is still pretty packed together. Narco in the lead, as we already saw it a few times. He is having a really great match so far, won several rounds and is on track to do so again in this round. Milkyway with the team performance. They are behind by, I don't know, 0.8 of a second, and there was the mistake by, I think, Bad Lulu.
Yep.
He clipped the ledge right there, and that makes Milkyway the huge favorite in this round. AQ is battling it out with Ariana. Let's see who can get the better turnaround. It may be Ariana. Here's the inside track of the area. But, oh my god, AQ really sick. He can overtake Ariana, but in the end, it is so close again. But the point is gonna go to Milkyway.
Look at that time again by Narker. He did another 118.2. This guy is absolutely unstoppable right now. However, his efforts are not paying off because the point went to Milkyway. Again, it is 4-2 now. And Oblivion need to make something happen again. They need to stop making these mistakes and finally get back onto the pace again. Because they have shown that they can make it happen. It is just a matter of consistency right now that is a little missing at this point. And we see that again with Bad Lulu being, yeah, I don't know how many seconds behind. 7.9 seconds behind. So Bad Lulu already super far back. The next big mistake by the French player has done quite a big amount of mistakes already in this matchup. So he's definitely not the strongest link of the red team right now. Narker, once again, the Polish driver in the lead. He really shows what he's capable of. Leading the field in front of Tourists. Dreamlike now going for the overtake in the air over Ariana G. However, with these positions, it is most likely going to be another blue point, and that is going to put Oblivion into even more of a pressure situation because they need to start winning rounds if they want to have a chance at winning this. Dreamlike, AEQ, makes another mistake right there and will lose some additional time. He remains on position number 4. No, he actually gets passed by Chaos as we speak. So this round looks even better for the blue team now. Let's have a look at Narker, who is most likely going to clock in another 118. 118.4. This is unbelievable, Nutella.
Holy moly, what is Narco actually doing? This is like the third or fourth time he is clocking in such a sick time, a low 118, so close to the TrackMania records. Yeah, it's just sad to see that his teammates are not really like capitalizing on it. They don't do near as well as Narco is doing, especially Bad Lulu. Like, he is one of the weakest parts of Team Oblivion at this point, I think. He had several huge mistakes, and I think that is one of the reasons why Milkyway is in such a commanding lead right now. 5-2 is the standing board looking right now. 3 points is Milkyway in front, and it's not looking too shabby for them in this round as well. The triple lead, actually. Really decent wall hits by the Milkyway guys. This Trickster really paying off for them in this round. And Oblivion, yeah, kinda has to look at their rears right now. Narco, I think he could have a chance. He has decent speed over this water bounce and can pass Chaos and also Ariana. Really close between those two guys right now. Ariana with a little bit more speed onto the wall hit, and Narco, yeah, he still can stay in front, but overall it is just Team Milkyway again with the team performance, and Narco is dropping out. Narco with the mistake at the double rail. This is a yeah, really tricky part, you have to say. We already saw huge amounts of mistakes on that one. And yeah, that is probably just going to be another Milkyway round. Let's wait the aerials first, but Ariana really good aerial, and he passes Bad Lulu. Bad Lulu even touches that last border before the finish line, and Tourist with a 118.61, so he can drive decent times as well. But yeah, the team performance once again on the side of Milkyway, and with that we're gonna have a 6-2 score and the first match point.
Absolutely. So yeah, Oblivion is gonna be in the pressure situation now. They really need to start winning the rounds now, otherwise they will have to give away this whole match, and that's of course not what they want. We're going into the next round And the pressure will definitely be on the red team right now. Bad Lulu has gotten a very weak start. He's already 0.3 behind. So Bad Lulu not really feeling it. Of course, we don't know why he's underperforming right now. Maybe it's the pressure. Maybe he just didn't practice. Maybe he's just having a bad day. These are just speculations that we can have right now. Oh, but we saw a little drop down right there from Dreamlike. And this is very, very bad for Oblivion. It's the triple lead for Milkyway right now with all 3 blue drivers being in the lead. Only Narker trying to make something happen once again. He is really on another level. His teammates just not able to keep up with the pace, as you said. So, yeah, I think this round is pretty much decided already, unless something major happens towards the second half of the track. It is Tourist in the lead, followed by Ariana, Narker on 3rd, and Chaos on 4th. The team performance really outstanding for Team Milkyway. Narker being the fastest one on the track. We have seen multiple low 118s, but that's just not how you win these rounds. It's not about being the fastest, like, individual driver. It's about the team performance, and that is just completely lacking right now. And yeah, that is gonna conclude this match right here. Narker wins the round in front of Tourist, Ariana, and Chaos. It's gonna be the 7-2 result in this matchup. Oblivion unable to keep up with the pace.
Yeah, Milkyway just really showing what's the most important thing in this league. It's, yeah, driving consistent. You said it already, Narco. He was probably the fastest player on the server, also the one who scored the most amount of points, but that's not what counts. It really counts to have a good team performance, and Milkyway showed us that today. And yeah, with that, they are the deserved winner. 7-2. That is actually a really decent scoreline for them. I didn't expect it to be yeah, that huge of a gap after like the match ended. And yeah, now we are seeing a really sick other RPG map.
Yeah, this is very green.
This is the second map of the of the competition right now. No, it's not.
So, what effect does this result have on the total scores? Is Milkyway gonna be almost the clear winner of this whole league now, or what can we expect?
Let me check real quick. Like the standings before the match were like Oblivion had 21 points, Milky Way had 19 points, and I think Milky Way will be at 22 now. So they have 1 point more than Oblivion has. Yeah, taking into account that next week I think Oblivion will play CC Mac Prod, and let me just search them real quick. Milkyway Blackpink will play Team Schuber, so both of those teams are, I think, in the bottom half of the league. So yeah, you kind of can expect the matches to be a win for both teams. And with that, yeah, it is basically safe to say that Milkyway Blackpink have won the league. It is not official yet, of course, but I think it is rather safe to say.
Alright, that's very interesting to actually have this very important matchup right here. I have one final question. Is that actually gonna conclude this competition, or is there gonna be like some sort of playoff phase after that where the two leagues are kind of coming together? How does that work? Or is it just gonna be the end?
The thing is, with this league is like the admins decided in the middle of the league to call it a test league, and basically called it Season 0, or I don't know what they actually said 100%, but I don't think there will be playoffs. I think they were originally planned, but got kind of abandoned because of that. There are plannings for another league though. I think that was already announced. It will have a different format though, so that is still TBA. But I think you can look out to cast something of that as well when stuff is announced, because I'm really looking forward to this league as well. I think it's gonna feature a lot of good matches, as this one was a good match as well today.
Yeah, absolutely. I really enjoyed this because the outcome wasn't clear at all. Not only because I didn't really know the map and I didn't really follow the league, but also because I knew the players and I knew that both teams could possibly take it because they have really quality players in their team. So that made it really exciting, and I'm really hoping that RPG is actually going to see some more you know, maybe some sort of competitive league maybe, so similar to what we have right now, because I think RPG actually does have a lot of potential for the drivers and for the viewership as well.
Yeah, definitely. The scene is growing as well. You have like a lot more tournaments. I think there is a RPG LAN scheduled in like end of April. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it is really announced that like officially on any major Discord or anywhere. But yeah, that is definitely a thing. And yeah, the scene is growing. I think we can look forward to maybe see some new players, new teams maybe, and yeah, more great matches.
Yeah, I think so too. I think with that being said, I don't think there's anything left unless you still have something to mention.
No, I think we're done here.
All right.
The thing I have to say is like, yeah, thanks, mate, that you gave me this opportunity. To
No
discuss,
problem.
and I really enjoyed it. Hope it was fine for you guys. I heard like some comments about my microphone. I want to apologize for that if maybe the quality wasn't as you guys expected. But yeah, overall, I think it was a fun cast, and maybe to be repeated. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. It was really good. Make sure to check out Nutella's Twitch channel as well. Twitch.tv/Nutella_TM. He does a lot of casts in German as well. So if you're one of those Kartoffeln, you can check out those casts as well. But he also
yeah, a lot of German
does,
casts at my channel, yeah.
He also does some English, does a really good job. So yeah, thank you very much for giving me some company here, because I had no clue about this. Was really good. So thank you very much.
Alright, yeah. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. And have a nice stream, guys.
Yep, have a good one, and I'll see you around.
Bye.